Hello, everybody. This is your host, Scorpion LLXP Sports, talking to you about the Cleveland Browns. It is currently 9:45 p.m. on this Sunday night. Couple things. Want to get through the positives and the negatives about this game. Number one, the positives. The defense was so good today against the Ravens. They played very well. I thought Miles Garrett was great. Schlesinger was great. I thought everyone had some excellent plays all throughout. Only guy I saw that got burned a little bit was Ronnie Hickman, but that's one guy. It's not that big of a deal. I thought the defense played great. They did the best that they could. Um, let's see. More positives. I have to say that the positives, other than the defense, Andre Schmidt has actually made a lot of kicks. He's been very good. That dude I've had no problems with since the Bengals game. I think he's really stepped into his own here, and I think he's going to be damn good in the future, hopefully. So props to Andre Schmidt. He had a great game. So let's talk about the elephant in the room here with the Browns. Shedeur Sanders made his NFL regular season debut today, and he was not great. Okay, but I don't think he was that I don't think he's as bad as people are gonna make it out to be. I honest to God thought he got his ass kicked. He did. And anyone who watched the game knew that. Your left tackle, Cam Robinson, was taken out because of a knee injury. So you had KT Leviston in there who has not looked good this entire year. Jack Conklin, the Human Turnstile award winner this week. That dude was awful. Ethan Posick couldn't block either. The line was abysmal. They were just terrible. Just a disaster of a unit today. They couldn't run. After Judkins had like a few really solid runs, they keyed in on him the rest of the game and they couldn't do anything. I thought Dylan Gabriel looked like trash. I thought he looked so bad today. None of the throws that he had were just anywhere near his targets. It felt like, except for like a handful. And Shedeur Sanders, I'll say this: a lot of the throws that he made were catchable, except for like a few. Of course, he had that really bad pick. But you know what? He had a Ravens guy in his face the whole game, and Gabriel did too. I gotta be fair. But Gabriel, this whole check down shit with him, he completed his longest pass in his career as a Brown here today. And it was like 26 yards. That's fucking terrible. That is your longest passing play. 26 yards. That's dog shit. Like, I'm sorry, this check down stuff ain't gonna get you very far, dude. Like, I'm sorry. I hate to be critical of the guy because he's only a rookie on a terrible offense, but that's what we have to work with. And I feel bad for him in some cases, but honestly, I saw out of what I saw out of Shedeur was a guy who was confident, a guy who was happy to be out there to have a shot. Yeah, he got killed, but he kept getting up, he kept trying, and honestly, he held the ball for a little too long, but when he was able to get space and get his foot down, he had some nice throws. That throw to Fannin was beautiful. That was like what, a 37-yard throw? That was awesome. He had that weird throw to Judy, but Judy missed like four guys. That was awesome. There's something there. There's something there you can key in on, and you could build upon that. You can build Gabriel up too, but he needs to. This check down shit ain't gonna work. I hate saying that, but these little 5 yard passes aren't gonna work, especially when they're nowhere near the fucking guy. Jesus Christ. Shedeur was running for his life and still was throwing the ball like downfield. He took chances. He took shots. Yes, did they? Yes, did were they incomplete? Yes. Were were they the best looking balls? No, they were not. But they were catchable, except for like two, and they were at least he knew exactly where some of these players were gonna go. And for having no first team reps with anybody, anybody, that speaks volumes to me. The fact that you went up against a Ravens team in Cleveland, a division rival, and that didn't steer you away. He was ready. I think speaks a lot of weight, and I think this dude could be something. Now I know people are gonna crap on him, and they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that. Oh, he played like shit. He did this. Oh my god. He was basically thrown into, okay, it was his first day on the job, and he got hit with 7 different orders of things. Anyone that has worked any sort of job, I would hope people work jobs. Um, it'd basically be like it's your first day and you get hit with a shit ton of paperwork or a shit ton of this and a bunch of that with no prior training. Nothing. You're expected to do all this on your own. You're not going to know what to do, and neither did he. And guess what? He didn't play great. He didn't. But there was something there that you could build upon. I'd say start him the rest of the season. What do you have to lose? Gabriel's played enough. I've seen nothing impressive out of him, honestly. I haven't seen anything that's made me think this is the guy. And I haven't seen that from Shedeur either. I just haven't. But I am done with Gabriel right now. I think he needs to just sit down and just continue to learn the playbook from the bench at this point. Give it to Shedeur for right now and see what you have in him at this point. This team ain't going nowhere. You just lost another winnable game. It was bad. But the Browns defense again was so good. I mean, yeah, they let that Mark Andrews play go through, but no one was expecting that. I wasn't. I sure as hell wasn't. I was expecting a tush push. That's why it worked. Still, um, Shedeur, you're coming from a Shedeur Sanders not fanboy. Like I like him okay. I have no problem with the guy. But coming from somebody that had no expectations going into this game, he played about what I expected. And I think that there's definitely potential there. I think if he can, if your line can just block, I mean, yeah, he holds onto the ball for too long, and that is a problem. But you need to give him first team reps, and you're going to need to give him linemen to block because none of these guys were good today. I can't name a single lineman today that was worth a shit. Honestly, I take that back. When I watched Tevin Jenkins out there in a few plays, he actually held his own and looked pretty damn good. So I honestly think he should move over to left tackle or maybe slide one of the other tackles over or the guards wholeheartedly. It was just pathetic on the line today. And what makes it worse is you had that muffled punt from the Ravens that put you at the goal line and you had a field goal out of it. And the defense gave you a pick six from Devin Bush and a awesome play from Schlesinger getting his second pick in a I believe of the year. I don't know if he's had another one earlier. He could he could have had another one earlier in the year, but I know that he's had at least two. I mean, the dude's an animal. The dude lives, breathes football. You held Derrick Henry for the most part in check, like Cleveland normally does. He busted out like a big run, like late, but I mean, they still held him pretty good. Lamar didn't look great. You held the Ravens again. The Browns defense again held the Ravens to respectable numbers where the Browns could win. They just couldn't. They just didn't. So I mean, you did the defense did what they needed to do. I mean, Denzel Ward looked great. Tyson Campbell still continues to look really, really good on this team. I've had no problems with him since he's got here. Grant Delpit looks awesome. Jerome Baker and Devin Bush I thought looked good today. Schlesinger's amazing. Graham had a few really nice plays on Henry. He had a few pressures on Lamar too. He looked good. Malik Collins had that flag, but he got in there a few times and he looked good. So I thought the defense was, like I've been saying the entire video at this point, looked really damn good. But the main reason I wanted to make this video was about Shadur Sanders, and I know how people are going to want to poo-poo him and do all this and kind of tear him down, honestly. Like, yeah, I know there was so many people that don't like the guy. I mean, I don't know there's people that don't like him. I know there's people that love him. Even the people that love him, I feel like have been kind of going like, "Oh, he's not the guy." Like, dude, with this offense, I'm surprised he was able to complete any throws and even have time to even throw. I mean, he put on some few spin moves to even get his feet set on some of these plays, and he looked fine enough in those things. I mean, he has to be better. Of course, he has to be better, but I think there's something to build upon, and that sparks some hope. I know the hopium is really strong with this one. I really think he could be something if you give him the time and the energy. He's confident. That's what you need in this team right now. You need a guy that's confident. I heard after the on his post game interview that he addressed everyone in the locker room. He's doing that. That's what you need. That is what a leader of this team does. You need someone that's going to address the locker room. You need someone that's going to own up to mistakes and errors. And you need someone that's going to still be confident the next day. You can't let this tear you down. And he had smiles on his face during the interviews and everything. He took it like a goddamn champion. So I'll give him that. And again, this is coming from a guy that had no expectations for him going into the game. Didn't even know he was going to play, honestly, until I looked at my phone and it was like, "Oh, Shadur Sanders is in there." It's like, "Oh, what?" People are going crazy. So yeah, I honest to God don't think Shitter Sanders was as bad as people are gonna make it out to be. I really don't think so. People are gonna say he was trash and the Browns shouldn't have drafted him and he was just the worst quarterback they've ever seen. I don't think so. I thought he had my expectations exactly where they were, which weren't high, and I still think there's something to build off of. There's something there, like I keep saying. I know I keep repeating myself in this video, and I know a lot of people hate that. But seriously, there's something there that you can really work on. He has the attitude, he's got the moxie, he's got the swagger. I mean, and he has the arm. He has an arm. He can move the pocket. He can do what he can. It's just it's hard when there's literally a guy in your face every 2 seconds. It's hard, and I understand that. I understand it for Gabriel too, but Gabriel just hasn't looked great, and I feel bad because he's a rookie too. I really do because he's not getting a fair shot either. Like Shadur, he's gotten more of a shot because he was a higher pick, but I just don't see it. I I don't see what it is with Gabriel. I don't understand why they took him, and I know if I hope that he does clear concussion protocol. I hope he has a great career. I don't know if it's going to be with the Browns. I don't know if it's going to be with another team or maybe the XFL. I don't know. Future holds a lot. But as of right now, currently on November 16th at 10 p.m., he ain't it. At least for right now, he ain't it here. Maybe next year he becomes the next fucking Joe Montana. I don't know. Or becomes, the reincarnation of Otto Graham. I don't know. I'll never know that. We'll never know until next year Or maybe Shador will be the next guy. We have no idea. But all we have is hopium, and that's the best we can do. We're not like other great franchises. We don't have the stats now to back up everything. We don't have that. We have hopium and praying at this point. We have praying for something, and you just gotta try. Being a Browns fan is one of the toughest things a person can go through. It really is. It's like it's like getting kicked in the nuts every week. It just is. It's just how it goes. But we suffer, and we all suffer together. And today, I was entertained. I wasn't suffer. I really wasn't suffering. I was. It was more like crap. Nothing bad though. I can't say that much bad about the Browns today. There's a lot I could say about them, but honestly, I could rip them all to shreds. But in all honesty, this is just a game that got away from you, and that's gonna happen. Happened last week. It's gonna happen this week. It happened this week. It's gonna happen again. But there's still hope. There's still hope in this defense, and there's hope in these young players. Guys, that's gonna do it for me today. This has been your fun 15 minutes of me ranting on about the Browns and fun things. So, you guys all have a good one. This has been your the host Scorpion LXP Sports signing off. Please like, share, subscribe, or don't. That's completely up to you. All right, everybody. Please stay safe and be good people.